I think it's Georgia, man. Couple weeks in a row now, it is that team. And I said it last week where you just exhale, turn on the TV. You know they're going to be up. You know they're going to be winning. And to me, that's the only team in the country right now that I have that level of confidence in. If I'm Nick Saban, I'm going to my 14 support staffs that I brought in the offseason, and I'm starting to watch film on Georgia to play them in the SEC title game. If I'm anybody, I'm saying I want to emulate Georgia because whatever they're doing right now, even replacing all those guys on defense, even saying, hey, it was the defense last year. Let's see what their offense can do. They are setting the standard in college football, and it is not even close, in my opinion.
Bryce, is he right? We can just hats off to Oregon. We can just really just draw it straight to the White Walkers. I did watch some of the South Carolina game today, and every snap for South Carolina looked like a monumental effort to try to just get 2 yards. How can we just get 2 yards? Are they the most complete team, and will they pretty much remain like that given that they can stay healthy?
I think they will, and I'll say it this way: it's because they just did it last year, right? I mean, what we watched last year, and we had a lot of conversations that you deemed as the Roman Army versus the White Walkers, but what we got to witness last year, in my opinion, was one of the most complete teams on the defensively led, right? Whereas 2019 LSU, I felt like was a really complete team, but led by offense. So it's kind of a two different pronged approach here. What they have now is a complete team on both sides of the football. Yeah. I mean, they are playing high level football on both sides of the ball, and special teams included. And so to Trevor's point, man, if you're Nick Saban and you're not watching them right now to try and figure out how to beat them, I think he's going to be losing sleep. And so watching what those guys do to anybody, because I think that, if South Carolina can go in a lot of places and probably, make moves and at least score points and make stops. And to your point, George, it was maximum effort on every play just to be on the same field as these guys. So I think it's Georgia, between those two teams, 100% Georgia in terms of just what that stands in my mind in terms of 2022.
Hack, everybody, we regard the White Walkers, the Georgia Bulldogs, for those of you joining the Field of 12 After Dark college football show, we regard the White Walkers so much on talent. And they had 8, 9 kids last year go to the draft just on defense, 5 in the first round. And then we talk about all these like silverbacks that are back in this locker room, and Bennett and this and this and this. But when we talk about the Roman Army, Alabama, we talk about Coach Saban. When you talk about Michigan, you talk about Coach Harbaugh, Ohio State, all kinds of weapons. It still circles back to Ryan Day. Are we giving Coach Kirby Smart enough credit on the front end? Or do we just look at it as he's just the head of all this unreal talent and they go out there and just do it themselves?
Here's the thing. Everybody's got talent. And that you segued right into what I was thinking as Bryce was speaking there is they play so efficiently. And when you see a team that has a scheme and they lose everything that they lost last year from an experience standpoint and insert talent into that scheme this year and nothing changes, you got to give a lot of credit to who's coaching them and how they're coaching them and the positions they're putting those players in consistently. So, and again, it's just, we go back to Saban, but Kirby comes from that tree. And I think he's one of the few ones who's now been able to emulate it and get there really quick. I mean, realistically speaking, he got there in a few years to how it's up and running from both the talent side and then the scheme side and expectations and putting those guys in positions to be successful. So I think
with a new guy calling defense.
Correct. Right. But that's my point though, is that Saban does that every year on offense, pretty much. And, defense is a different ball game. But when you get to that point, you're that's why I asked, a couple of weeks ago, is Georgia possibly like this next dynasty? Because he's doing it. If you look at it from the big picture, he's doing what Nick Saban's doing. So, I think Kirby, man, he deserves a ton of credit. And I've tried to give him his roses. I know we talk about the talent, but I've tried to give him his roses. And I think that everyone should be paying attention to that as well.
Georgia Bulldogs, obviously big, strong blowout. They gave up their first touchdown this season with 58 seconds left in game 3. First touchdown. The twos are in. It came on a fade ball, and the youngster got caught up in traffic.
What's going on, guys? Rob Doster here, the founder of the Field of 68 and the Field of 12 Media Networks. I wanted to take a quick minute to let you guys know about an exciting new project that we have been working on for the last 3 months. The Almanac, an all-encompassing preview of the 2022-23 college basketball season. We spoke with every single Division I head coach to give you a robust and accurate preview for all 363 Division I college basketball teams. We have predictions for conference finishes for all 32 leagues. We have features on the best freshmen, the best big men, the breakout stars, the coaches on the hot seat, so much more. It is 600,000 words of sheer happiness for the college basketball fan in your life. The Almanac is going to be available for digital purchase on September 26th for just $19.99, but you can pre-order it today using the promo code HOOPS and save 20%. Just hit the link in the description below.